The Toronto Blue Jays will try again tonight to advance to the American League Championship Series. Last night, the Jays blew a 6-1 lead, falling to New York 9-6.
And a swing and a high drive to deep left center. He's hit it out!
Toronto wasn't able to hold on to that great start. By the end of the third, the Yankees evened the score at 6 after a 3-run homer by Aaron Judge. That win means the Yankees are still alive. Toronto will try and advance again tonight in Game 4 in New York. Okay. For the latest, we're going to bring in CTV's Sean Leathong, who's in New York live for us today. Sean, great to see you again.
Good to be here.
Sean, it started off so well. Then things fell apart. What happened?
Well, it's funny because it started so well and it started so quickly. There was talk of what Vladimir Guerrero Jr. would do to the Yankees because he does love playing in this ballpark, and he has been very successful throughout his career. And he started right away with that 2-run home run that we saw there in the top of the first inning. By the third inning, the Blue Jays had stretched their lead to 6-1, and it looks like they were coasting towards the American League Championship Series. The one problem: there were still 6 innings left, and they were playing against the New York Yankees. As we do recall, the Blue Jays and the Yankees were tied with the identical records in the American League. They're the two best teams in the American League, but the Blue Jays had won the season series, which is why they won the American League East. So the Yankees started chipping away at the Blue Jays, putting up a couple more runs against Shane Bieber, the starting pitcher. Then once the bullpen came in, they managed to come back with one swing of the bat from Aaron Judge, and he hit one off the left field foul pole that really invigorated the crowd around where I'm standing right now in Yankee Stadium. And from there, the excitement rose, and the Yankees seemed to go to work, grinding out runs and then topping the Blue Jays 9-6.
How much did yesterday's game come down to pitching, and how will that factor into the performance tonight, do you think, Sean?
It's going to be huge because, you know, when the Blue Jays went to the bullpen, you're looking for those players to shut down the Yankees' offense. It's the most high-powered offense in Major League Baseball, and they weren't able to do so. You know, you give them a 3-run lead going for the rest of the way, and you hope that your bullpen can hold on and get the job done, but they weren't able. They were getting knocked around somewhat and never seemed to get quite comfortable once the Blue Jays were moving through pitcher after pitcher. And why that factors in is because today is essentially what's called a bullpen day. The Blue Jays are starting Lewis Varland in the first inning, but they're expected to use a number of pitchers, as they have done this season in the past. A few weeks ago against the Boston Red Sox in the regular season, the Blue Jays did a bullpen day, and they actually won the game 6-1. So it's really a question of how well the bullpen can be used and if they are able to shut down the New York Yankees, which is no easy task at this time of year, any time of year, because the Yankees can really hit.
Sean, for everybody jumping on the bandwagon, myself included, I have to admit, everybody wants to know, when are we going to see Trey Savage come back?
Well, he'd probably be available for Game 5 if they have a Game 5. But remember, Kevin Gausman started Game 1. He would be the probable starter for Game 5, but Trey Savage would likely be available in that same game because when it's a winner-take-all Game 5, the Blue Jays or the Yankees will be doing whatever they need to do to try to win that game. So there is a chance if there is a Game 5, but I'm sure Blue Jays fans would much rather see Trey Savage in the American League Championship Series than they would in Game 5.
That's for sure. Okay, thanks, Sean. Enjoy the game tonight. CTV's Sean Leathong reporting in New York.